This is the Marvel Legends series X-Men Cable. The figure is in the 6-inch scale and is part of the new X-Men wave, the first wave of X-Men Marvel Legends figures for 2016. And I picked up this figure at Kramer Toy Warden. And here is the packaging. Very nice. Great artwork. And here's the rest of the assortment. And the figure you build is Juggernaut. The Juggernaut. The Jean Grey review, I forgot to mention, she came with the chest piece, or the torso, the upper torso piece, the chest area of Juggernaut, while the lower torso area is here with Cable. It comes with this belt. You can remove it if you don't want to use it, but I think it's okay with a belt. Traditionally, it does not have a belt, but okay. He also comes with another futuristic blaster on top of this rifle blaster that he already has. So the Cable, might not look like this one. This one is from that mini series, limited series, the Sanction, where he tried to kill all the Avengers. But it's good. It's a good sculpt. I was just kind of hoping we'd get an updated version of the classic Cable, which Hasbro felt fans don't really need right now. Unless you want the Marvel Select Cable, this is the only Cable from Hasbro you're gonna have. They did another one from the New Mutants or the X-Force or X-Men Cable that had the yellow and blue uniform, which really wasn't that great. It came with Jean Grey, or I think, was it Domino or Jean Grey? I can't remember. I think Jean Grey. It wasn't that great. I was kind of hoping Hasbro would give us something like this, or at least the X-Force Cable, the latest one when he teams up with Psylocke. But alas, they gave us this one. Yeah, it's not a bad figure. It's actually pretty well done. So, paint apps for the figure, not bad. There's hardly anything to complain about. I picked up one from the boxes or the shelves. Everything looks to be spot on. Just look at the scar, how it's painted, and the eyes. Other than that, everything seems to be fine. The figure seems to be a new mold. I'm sure it borrows from, and it seems like almost an entirely new mold. I don't see any familiar piece, like maybe the bicep or shoulder or forearm maybe for this one, but other than that, it's got new fists. There's a new cybernetic arm. Doesn't look like the one from the Winter Soldier. I could be wrong. New head sculpt, new torso, new feet, legs. Everything's new about this figure, which makes it really good. Brownie points for that. The blasters, though, a little bit questionable. They're made of this softer PVC material, but it is possible to make him hold the rifle with two hands and to grip both weapons easily with the trigger finger and in the trigger. So that's okay. I guess that's why they made it soft, so you could easily put it in his hands. But I thought the color that they chose is a little bit off. It's a little bit too soft, and I think these are futuristic laser guns. I don't think they use bullets, but Hasbro seemed to think that Cable needed these rounds. So that's a little iffy, if at all. I'm nitpicking. It's not going to be a deal breaker. The figure is still great. A lot of collectors are not happy with this one. I'm pretty happy with this one. The figure, just based on the sculpt and the new mold, I think deserves a 10 out of 10. But a little bit frustrated with the weapons, so 9.5 out of 10, but a very high score. I am generally just pleased with this figure. Here he is with Hope, so they scale nicely, and you can keep this on your Cable shelf. Should you get rid of this one? Maybe not, unless you're happy with the Marvel Select to be on your X-Men shelf. I think you should hang on to this one, since it's doesn't scale well, but it does give you that classic Cable look. So, articulation for the great sculpt, paint apps are okay. Articulation, ball jointed neck on a hinge, ball jointed upper torso, which is really great for articulation on this figure. He has a waist swivel, ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, ball hinge wrists, ball jointed hips, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, ball hinge ankles with the rocker joints. So all in all, a fantastic, fantastic cable figure. Go check it out for yourself. Don't listen to the haters about this figure, and I'm okay with it. So there you go, folks. The Marvel Legends series X-Men Cable. He's actually part of X-Force. X-Men don't really... X-Men universe, okay. 6-inch scaled cable. If you're interested in how he actually pans out, he is about 7¼ inches tall. This one is about 6¼ inches tall. And Hope is in the 6-inch, about 6-inch, 6 and a bit tall. All right. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you've enjoyed this review, and thanks for watching.